hey, you, if this is finding you, then I might have something for you. Forgive me, but yeah, sun is shining, so energy levels are spiking up. You know, empaths, completely different people. Weather dependent, absolutely weather dependent. For some reason, I felt called to grab the Mr. Gross oracle cards just to see what's going on. But for some reason, I feel like this in two minds. I'm in two minds. Someone's in two minds. Let's check. Let's check what's going on with my collective. In regards to, oh, what is this? Wow, in one part I've got an engagement ring, but I can't see what's on the other side. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Fuck. Right. Let's start with these. Okay, wow. So somebody's heartbroken and there's an engagement ring. So I have a feeling that in this sense, somebody here is heartbroken for not offering you the rightful commitment when there was time to do it. And now they fucking sad about it. Date in reverse came out. So that's precisely to do with the energy of like stalling or being in two minds, or like, you know, thinking and weighing for too long, you know, whether to make some kind of move. Is that's what I'm kind of picking up. There's a snake card as well. So yeah, and I look at the other woman. So that was in regards to some other party. You know, there was somebody else in the mix, or somebody else they were considering apart from you. So I'm sorry if that's an option. You know, if you have to choose between two, go and choose them, like they say. So and then there's a card of grounding. So I feel like with this one, you've oh my god, you've really kind of restored your internal peace and balance. So, and with that, like, and I have a feeling like, you know, there is a, yeah, and with this ground card as well, what I'm feeling with this is like, you know, you've been waiting for this person to come in. But let me tell you, just don't waste your freaking time. Because, yeah, with having all these energies of like, you know, there's somebody else in the mix. We get some more cards, we get some tarot about it. There's a card of chaser and there's a mask. So it's in regards to somebody that you might have probably maybe you over exaggerated their greatness, what's coming through. Maybe you've been chasing them. But there is a card of mask as well. So you're dealing with somebody who was not showing the true face, somebody who lives behind some kind of mask. Player energy as well comes through with this. Somebody who thinks that they can play with people's minds, you know. But you, just because of that grounding card, like, you know, you've got intuition and nobody can fuck with somebody's intuition, especially if yours is good intuition. Yeah, I've got a card of like, yeah, single and abundance. So I feel a lot that this refers to you, that you, instead of chasing this person, you quit chasing them, and you know, you've really invested yourself into your own energy, into your own singlehood, and restoring that ground and restoring that peace. You know, with the heartbroken card, it did break your heart as well. And obviously looking at the engagement ring again, so I have a feeling that, you know, you did think or maybe feel at some point that this was your person. But hey ho, they were just, you know, masking something. And yeah, with the single card and abundance here, so I have a feeling when you chose yourself, you know, the moment you've made that decision to yourself to reground yourself and to call your energy back to you, to stop kind of, you know, because I know, trust me, I freaking know personally how exhausting and how draining it is to just be left in a limbo, to be left questioning yourself, to have no clear communication from somebody who initially was giving you everything. So I feel with this one, and yet again I'm looking at the snake card, so it has a lot to do with them not being sure who to choose emotionally, like, you know, and that they like the feeling of like, and I feel now that when you kind of disconnecting with the single and abundance card, when you disconnecting, when you kind of looking the other way, when you finally sort of restored your sense of direction, you restored your sense of purpose, and maybe you even met somebody new, that's when they're coming in. That's where they're going to communicate with you, or if they haven't communicated already. Like, you know, something that you've been waiting for a very long time is going to come in from them, or is already coming in once you make the decision to move on. Yeah, there's a card of talking. So now they want to fucking talk. Now they want to talk, but you've got your foot out of the door, is what I'm kind of, yeah, key on the ring. So that means you've got other options. There's some kind of other option. Oh my God, card of love. I think that's, with this, I have a feeling that, you know, you've opened your heart up to another connection, to something new. You went with the new. Yeah. Yeah. Deja vu, old school, yeah, and with this talking. So I have a feeling like, you know, when you did disconnect, the moment you kind of open yourself up to possibility of love instead of the constant, you know, dwelling, or maybe the chase. And I'm looking at that chaser card again. So now that you pulled your energy back, you know, they're getting into this repeating the memories, and they having this deja vu, and yeah, and now they want to talk. So you might have even received some sort of communication from them. Yeah, passion bottled up, not today. So this is definitely an energy of somebody who's isn't avoidant, like, you know, that's what I'm kind of strongly picking up. Yeah, decisions trigger forbidden. So yeah, I feel like in some parts they just felt like, oh, let me just tell you what's coming through as well. If you've ever been feeling like, you know, in any kind of way that, you know, any of this, that you did something wrong, or, you know, maybe you should have been less intense, you should have been less yourself, you should have been less caring, yeah, you maybe should have played it cooler. Let me tell you, none of that was your fault. Because yeah, that's what I mean. If you're dealing with an avoidant person, you know, anything will spook them out. And if somebody's not ready, they're not ready. You're just gonna have to, at some point, let them go and get on with your own life. 4 of Cups on the bottom here, speaking about avoidant energy. Yeah, and split into the Emperor. But I feel like just because you disconnected and just because you found some different energy that you want to invest yourself in, yeah, that what strongly comes through. That's why there's 2 minds maybe that we started at the beginning. Maybe parts of you are still sort of holding like a space, because, you know, you've been holding on to this space for quite some time. But what the angels are telling me right now is like, you know, just go with the option that makes your being, your soul feel safe, not the one that makes you and leaves you questioning yourself. Precisely with the 9 of Pentacles, you know, you want to feel safe, you want to feel secure, you want to know where you're standing, you know. Same with communication. Communication is one of the most important things, and communication is important. You can't freaking avoid it and then decide you want to come back. Stay in your avoidant place. Yeah. 2 of Pentacles. So this is precisely the energy of, like, you know, somebody's being really in 2 minds about this whole situation. And I feel like there's a big sense of regret on the party of the runner, somebody who ran away from this connection. Obviously now there's a big regret, but I feel like you're moving on. You're already moving on. Too late, apologize. Yeah. As I'm saying, there's the Empress and the Fool is coming out. You finally kind of understood who you are, like, you know, with this Empress card, and you only want to entertain things that are equally reciprocating, that are given to you, that are as given as you are. And yeah, with this Fool, this is like taking that leap of faith towards that new direction, towards that new path. And there's this new energy in here, even though something might be still tugging a little bit on you, and that's why there's 2 of Pentacles and there's 2 minds. Something might be still tugging on you, but if this message is finding you, and if you're still sort of wondering whether you did the right thing, or maybe whether you should have gave that person that you've been waiting for such a long time a chance, or whether you should go with this new person or this new thing that you're kind of experiencing or just about to experience. So the answer is go with the new. That's, you know, confirmed by the Empress and the Fool, because this new beginning is going to treat you right. This new person is going to treat you right. Like, you know, like the proper queen, king, no gender specific, that you are. And yeah, with the Queen of Cups as well, like, you know the heart that you've got. You know the gentle, sensitive, loving heart that you've got. And all the things that happened to you as well, up till today, up till now, by all the people who didn't know how to love you properly, who didn't know how to come forward correctly. You know, just forgive them, let go, and move on, because you've got the new beginnings. New beginning where you're going to have it all. Have it all with the person, like, you know, with this King of Cows, with the person that's going to genuinely love you and is going to show you this every single day. You know, they're not going to leave you ever questioning yourself. That's very important as well. If you've ever been left questioning yourself in connections before, they were not your person. Because your person, if anything, is going to make you feel in a sense of, like, you know, what did I do right to deserve this? That came through as well. Yeah, and the Page of Wands and this High Priestess as well. Like, you know as well, in pages, especially of Wands, refer to a new beginning and trust in yourself. Like, you know, with this High Priestess, trust in your own intuition and trust in yourself and trust in that passion that is building up within you, and go with that voice. you know, by looking back, and like, you know, with this Two of Pentacles as well, like, yeah, you might be still a little bit like, you know, have I been a little bit too harsh? No, you haven't. With the Star on the bottom, all your wishes and everything that you've always wanted and ever wanted, it's finally on this way to you. But I think, yeah, there's one of the things that really kind of comes through with this. And then all of this will happen once you let go. Once you let go, yeah, all this wish come true will come in once you let go. 111 is significant. Oh my God, I've just noticed that the necklace on the High Priestess here has got like 111 on it. So the moment you start seeing those signs as well, yeah, this is going to be important. And 111 is very significant for this message. And yeah, there's 11 as well on the card on the Saturday of the Fool. So with this, because, you know, seeing the 111 will be the indicator for you that you're on the right path towards that new beginning, and it's going to be undeniable. That's how you're going to know, like, you know, watch out for the signs. And, you know, and also most importantly, like, you know, with this High Priestess here, always listen to your intuition. Sometimes your head can cloud your judgment because, you know, our minds are very powerful and we're trying to kind of, you know, make things happen. 11. We're trying to make things happen, but in this sense here, just be really kind of focus on your intuition and focus on your heart. This is bizarre. I never noticed this on this card in here on the Empress. There's, oh my God, what's the word for this tool? I know I've got it at the back of my tongue, but oh yeah, write in a comment for me. What's that? Yeah, with that blood in here, with that, oh my God, I've got it at the back of my brain. So yeah, I feel like you've chopped, you've had to kind of really cut your way through the darkness. Like, that's what really comes through. And that's why, like, you know, with this Two of Pentacles, the question for you is, are you going to give up on how far you came, like, you know, with this Empress? And you did it all by yourself. You did it all by yourself. That person that left you behind, if you do have this still in your head, like, you know, the weighing, if they left you behind and they haven't showed their support in any kind of way, you know where their place is. They've already chose their place. You know, you've cut through a lot of obstacles that cost you a lot of pain and blood, and now you just want to live in an energy where everything flows for you. You know, you've fought against aversion all of your life. You know, you've had to fight for your place, for your throne, and you're finally here. So, and now you kind of know what it feels like, you know, what you've got to give as well, like, you know, with this Empress and this King of Cups in here. So what you've got to give as well in here, as a very generous person, loving, like, you know, the mother. This is called the mother, so that's the nurturer, carer in this situation as well. Like, you know, you care about everything that comes into your orbit, into your environment. So wait for that person that's going to see this and give it to you and reciprocate it to you properly. Like, you know, somebody that will not make you question whether your worth as well, with the Empress, with the Mother card as well, your worth big time. If anybody makes you question your worth, out the fucking door. You know, wait for that one that's going to be worshipping you, is going to be in awe of you. That's what I'm kind of feeling in here. And yeah, obviously with him holding this bunch of flowers as well, somebody that's going to be giving to you, you know. And I'm not talking just in the material sense, like somebody that's going to be giving you that time, that attention, that understanding, peace, most importantly as well, what comes through with this message. Magician on the bottom, you manifesting a new beginning. So yeah, this is a message definitely. If you've been thinking about going back or going forward, go forward. Go forward. Oh, there's 7 of Wands coming out. So that I have a feeling with this one that, you know, and the Magician. So I have a feeling with this one that when it comes to the person from the past, you know, once they kind of feel that they're losing you, they might want to all of a sudden start to put some effort. They might want to start to kind of, you know, fight for you. But let's not forget, you know, we had this Mask card as well at the beginning of this message. But yeah, you're gonna have to be really careful because, you know, in this sense, it might only mean that they want to inflate their own ego, because they did enjoy you chasing them. They did enjoy, you know, your attention. But now that's gone, they're trying to manifest that back in. But with the 2 of Cups, my God. And yeah, 5 of Cups. 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups. So yeah, they definitely kind of realizing that now, that there was something there between the two of you, and it kind of, they're full of regret in here with that 5 of Cups and this 9 of Swords. But with this 8 of Cups, I have a feeling that you've either are in a process right now of emotionally leaving the whole situation, or you very soon will be. And that's going to drive them fucking insane. But what can I say? You get what you give. What comes around, what goes around comes around, or whatever, yeah? Don't mess with the fucking karmic wheel. Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles. So this is definitely in regards to something that's been taken a while. But I feel like, yeah, with this 3 of Three of Wands and this Chariot here and the Strength, you already kind of made the decision of some sort. You made a decision to, yeah, and Judgment, we're going to finish this on this one because it's getting long. And with this Judgment and this Eight of Wands as well, I feel like you are ready to release this. You are ready to let that go. And the moment you do, and the moment you kind of open up your channels, you're going to be ready to welcome everything that is rightfully meant for you. And you're going to be shining. You're going to be absolutely abundant and everything's going to be fucking perfect. So yeah, goodbye to the past and hello future. Love you, bye.